Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This one is for the Commander 1 and 2 base for the Mechanical Might event. I'm going to say it's kind of interesting because, we have to figure out some of the old units again. So in this case, I am going to be using some older units. And it's pretty interesting that we brought those units back, just like with the lower levels of unit hit points and building hit points. We were able to bring back the use of missiles. I'm not going to use any missiles in this event, so my only pointer here is I am going to use Omega Malachi, make sure he is workshopped. I had not workshopped my Omega Malachi, and the first time I tried this, and I took a little bit of damage. But I wanted to say this. It doesn't matter if you take damage on this, because if you do this Commander 1, then Commander 2, in Commander 2, you're not going to use any air, except at the very, very end, and that'll be 0 damage. So, as a matter of fact, this entire event is 0 damage except for this base. And so if you take 6 minutes damage and you've got 1 minute repair time, it doesn't matter, because you're going to come back to your base and it's going to be fully repaired by the time you're done with Commander 2. Commander 2 is actually pretty fast. I really enjoy Commander 2 because I'm able to use some old units that I had put away in storage. So I was able to bring them out and use them again. I'm going to use Omega Omen in this event. He hits harder than just about anything else that we have right now, and he has that ability where his shot goes beyond whatever he's shooting, and so it shoots through, and that's very helpful for the the Commander 2 base. And let me point out here what I'm doing with my units in the Commander 1 base. I'm using Lilith and Omega Malachi, and I'm pretty much just powering through it. But notice there is a pattern to my madness, and I have Malachi and Lilith in different platoons. So if I do take damage on both of them, as I have here, it's just a few seconds, but that way it doesn't stack up in one platoon, and that will help you get, instant repair on the map, which is what you're looking for. But don't fret if you do take some damage in this base. It's not going to be very much. Even without having my Omega Malachi workshopped, I think I took like 6 minutes damage or something on my Malachi. So it's not a big deal. Maybe it was a little bit more than that. I can't remember what it was, but so here's what I figured out for Commander 2. For Commander 2, I'm going to use the Demi-Demon, but I'm also going to bring in my Omega Darkstorm and the Omen. And then the new guy, I can't remember his name, Abyss or something like that. I am going to use him, but I really don't need him because I am also using this guy's called Hunter or something. I can't remember his name, but I'm throwing the drones out from the Hunter. That's not his full name. That's part of his name. They're such old units, I don't even remember the names of them. But I'm going to be distracting using the Hunter drones, and then just moving forward slowly. If you want to take a look at the way that I'm doing this, I'm using hotkeys, okay? I have my Omen as hotkey number 3. And then I have a group of units, which is Omen, Darkstorm, Demi-Demon, and the new guy. Let me look up the names of these things so that it's not it's not confusing. Well, I can't because I have my Facebook and my War Commander closed right now, because otherwise it causes a problem for my recording ability. So I can't look that up right now. But the new guy that we just got from the Shadow Ops, which I think his name is Abyss or something like that. He's a that unit right there that's moving forward. He's got drones, and the drones come in handy. That's all I can tell you. I have him just sort of standing there next to the Darkstorm. The reason I have him there is because, remember, the Darkstorm can't take a hit. Even in the days when the Darkstorm had a lot of hit points, the Darkstorm can't take a hit. So I have him standing there so that his drones will come out and take any damage that might come in for him. You got to be careful of your Darkstorm. You do not want to take any damage, because like one hit will kill it. Okay, it's very, very, very weak. But it is also very, very helpful to have that Darkstorm aura. So you'll notice just as I'm moving forward, Bounty Hunter. That's what the guy that's throwing the drones. He's called the Bounty Hunter. I'm using the Bounty Hunter to cause the damage to go to the Bounty Hunter drones, and also that's drawing the interest of everybody. One other little tip here. Every time you move forward, these guys, the enemy, is very sensitive to your movement. So that's another nice reason to have your Darkstorm, because they don't have that much range, and as you move, you draw them in, they come into the Darkstorm aura, and sometimes they get really aggressive and they'll come right for you. So that's another reason that I have that Abyss guy there. But all of my damage pretty much is coming from the Omen. The Omen is a rock star. Also, I will say this, I'm not using Rosie, but I think Rosie is a good unit now. Check Rosie out for various different things. And then there's one other one. The icon looks very, very much like, but it's that ball, that white glowing ball. It's actually come back. So we've got some old units that have come back. But for now, what I am using is the new Shadow Ops. Mine is not maxed. It's not, I don't think it's even elite yet. And then I'm using my max level Omen. And you notice that shot, that ghost of his goes through, right? So what you want to do is try to line up the Omen's ghost so that he will take out other things. Okay, so you're trying to line it up. That's why I'm moving him around, because I can even use the wall here. See that? I used the wall to take out those turrets. That's how amazing. I mean, like, I was nowhere near those turrets. I'm probably 1,200 range from those turrets, and I'm able to take them out. At the very end, there is one rail gun over here, because I'm doing this with 0 damage, remember. I mean, I'm not taking even a scratch, okay? And in the meantime, I'm not doing it slowly. This is going pretty quickly. There is like a lot of time left on this base when I'm done. So there is no rush, no hurry or anything like that, and we are like really slamming through this base pretty quickly. I think we're like 3 minutes into it, and it's almost cleared. So my 3 units that I do have together, Darkstorm, Omen, Abyss, and then I have separately my Bounty Hunter, and I'm just using him strategically This is sort of like what I would call a surgical attack. You know what I mean? You want to be precise with where you are, and you want to learn how the new units are working. For instance, down on the right corner, there's a new turret. To the best of my knowledge, that turret cannot shoot ground. Either that or it has a very, very, very short range, because so you can go the round turret there, I believe it is air only. I'm not saying that because I read about it. I'm saying because my experience is that they have not been able to shoot me. And you'll notice that I took out that railgun at the top with the Omen using the splash damage. The railgun on the far right corner, I'm going to take that out with air at the end after I clear the rest of the base. So here we'll use the Bounty Hunter again. The Bounty Hunter really does come in handy. Because I was able to draw those tanks over that I wanted to get away from that that turret, because I do want to take the turret out because I'm getting ready to bring air in, and I believe that that is an anti-air turret. I'm not familiar with what it's called or what it does. It probably does air and ground, but it just has a shorter range than my Omen. I'll have to look that up later and find out for sure. I'll give an update video on that. But this is pretty much how I'm going to do the event. I'm not going to bother with the soldier. And at the end here, I'll give you an update, because I already do have a video out. By the way, this is the new air. I just wanted to try it. It kind of sucks right now. But, I mean, you know, it should have taken out that turret for sure. I mean, it's the newest, and it's a class 4, and it can't take it out. It sucks pretty bad. It doesn't seem to have any firepower, but I wanted to try it out. But the update on this Omega Demi-Demon thing here is that if you watch my other video, I am coming in from a specific side and bringing my air in from a specific side. However, I figured out that if you come in, if your base is to the right of the base that you're attacking, you can bring in your Lilith without bringing in ground. So here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. My base is to the right. Now, I don't need to come in at that same location as I did before, where I had it at first. That's where my other video shows you coming in. Now, it doesn't matter where your ground comes in. As long as your base is to the right and your air is coming in on the right side of the base, where you see where my Lilith came in. If it comes in on the right side, there is no anti-air turrets over here. They'll probably change this, so try to get all your Omega parts done, because typically what they do is by the second or third time they do this, they commonly change the Omega base, and I don't know why they do that, but let's just say put it this way, they're not greedy for your gold. What I like to do is clear out a few of these turrets here, and then I like to come in and target the Demi-Demon. Okay, you want to target the Demi-Demon and not the drones. Notice that this Demi-Demon has 6 drones. At first I thought it was 5, but it is 6. That means that the Omega Demi-Demon gains 2 additional drones. At some point, maybe it's, I don't know, but this guy's got 6 drones. So I am assuming that when it becomes Omega, you're going to get 6 drones. Now, I do have my Lilith here, which means I can't bring in my other group because I have my Omen in there. So I have to wait till I kill this building. And you can essentially do this with, like, see, I'll bring my this guy in, but he's got a glitch. He always takes 1 second worth of damage, which I don't like. So I'll get rid of my Lilith now that the main building in the center is gone. And now this base is super, super easy. So we'll just go around and take out all of the bastions. And remember, don't get too close to these power plants, because if you're too close, they'll cause you damage. But you should be able to do this with 0 damage. I'm doing it with 0 damage. When I deployed my what's he called? My legendary healing guy there. He took 1 second worth of damage, and then I hit something and healed him up, so he doesn't have any damage anymore. And now I didn't take any damage with anything else, and I didn't take any damage on Lilith, so that's 0 damage there. 0 damage on Commander 2, 0 damage on the Omega. And that's the update for the Omega. I just thought I'd throw that in there because I had realized that you don't need to come in and clear that Hunter turret at all. You just go straight in with the Lilith, and that makes it a lot easier. Well, guys, hope it was helpful. Have a good one. See you next time.